What is up, YouTube? Welcome to this Green Lantern video. So, the black sheep of the DC Cinematic Universe, Green Lantern, well, we finally have some information about Green Lantern. So the movie, we knew it was coming for a long time, but we never actually heard much news. It was sort of like the Marvel's version of Inhumans. Will it actually happen? Now Inhumans is turned into a TV show. We've actually got the Green Lantern go-ahead, seemingly. We have got it as the Green Lantern and the Green Lantern Corps. So it's going to seemingly be a cop movie. So we've got David Goyer, who is directing. We've got David Goyer, who is going to be writing this movie, which I think it's in good hands, considering that, well, he's good at the whole, space alien thing, what with writing Man of Steel and all that business. So, like Man of Steel or not, this is probably the way they're going to go, unless they decide to go in a more fun way, which might actually happen, considering that no one seems to like the tone of these DC films. Ho-hum, but it looks like we're getting a more fun DC universe on the cinema screen. So, yeah, this could definitely be a buddy cop movie. So we've got Hal Jordan, who will be the Green Lantern in this movie, as well as John Stewart, who was originally introduced to DC fans as the backup for Hal Jordan, and also replaced Hal Jordan when he gave up his powers. So it's quite a big thing that we're getting two characters here. So it's going to be pretty neat with this. And I expect the story possibly be to have, you've got Hal Jordan as the actual established character. They're probably not going to go into the whole when Abin Sur lands on the planet and gives him the Green Lantern power ring. I expect possibly John Stewart to be a brand new Green Lantern himself and go out on a Lethal Weapon style romp with Hal Jordan. Now the question is, who could be the villain? Now, we've already got Darkseid and Steppenwolf involved in Justice League. So what they could possibly do here is actually be the ones who they deal with Apocalypse and all this business. They deal with the planet, these issues that Darkseid's doing, and then go and warn Earth, perhaps, which I think would be a pretty cool storyline. So John Stewart was a Marine. He was also an architect, but I expect this movie to really focus on his whole ex-military background, which would suit the Green Lanterns and probably why the Ring would have actually chosen him. So, keeping the whole tone in check, having these two have some kind of banter back and forth would really, really work. So I expect Armie Hammer to be the one who will be Hal Jordan, would fit perfectly into that role. I thought it was great in The Lone Ranger, even though it's probably one of the only people who actually went to go and see The Lone Ranger, which I thought was a fantastic movie. Now, casting of John Stewart could be quite difficult. I don't really have any preference as to who will play John Stewart. It's not a huge character in the big scheme of things, in the big public, kind of like Doctor Strange. I think that if you have someone who isn't as big, it wouldn't really matter. Or alternatively, if you have someone who is a huge established actor, like Benedict Cumberbatch was for Doctor Strange, it would actually work in its favour. So either way, having a big established actor doesn't really matter, but then it could also matter there. So fitting in, this is going to be possibly one of the latest of the films to be released. It is rumoured to be set in stone for 2020. So we've got 3 years, which will also be 3 years away from Justice League. So the whole fitting Darkseid into that would kind of not really work. But then again, Thanos has been on that damn chair forever in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So all bets are actually off. But that is it for this video. Please do drop a like. Please do subscribe. And I doubt Sinestro is in the movie. See you soon. Goodbye.